Welcome back to Sailing Jibsea. We continue sailing through the beautiful Inner Hebrides. We lucked out on the weather and the conditions are just right to pay a visit to somewhere special, and we can't stress just how cool and epic this spot is. We're Steph and Travis, Canadians who didn't know much about sailing. We didn't let that or a global pandemic stop us from living our dreams, and we've been winging it ever since. We took off from Toronto and made it to Grenada in year 1, and we've got no plans on stopping. Subscribe to join our life on the water. Thanks to our patrons who keep the dream going.
We have an unbelievably beautiful morning. The conditions couldn't be any more perfect at the moment. Today we're gonna have to motor maybe an hour and a half this morning. But you need those kind of conditions for where we're gonna go. It's called the Fingal Cave. Apparently it's this octagon shaped rocks like cylinders, and it just creates this insane cave. It's supposed to rain later today, and then the wind's supposed to pick up. And it's just this little island that has a cave on it. It's very exposed, so if you don't have no wind conditions, you can't really go explore it. Otherwise, it's really hard to get into shore and anchor the boat. I started up the motor. I'm gonna lift up anchor. Steph's still getting ready. She hates when I do that. I'm up and I start the motor and get up, wash my face, and then start the motor, and I wanna get going. That always drives her nuts. I don't even know where we anchored last night. We were trying to go to a cool anchorage. If you come up this way, it's called Tinker's Hole. It's like a little tiny cut, but it was full last night and we didn't want to go snug in there, but it's actually just around the corner here, and I think the spot's great. For the first time we can see 20 feet down, so that's pretty cool. I guess the further north, west you come up in Scotland, the more clear the water gets, which is super cool because there's also really nice white sandy beaches. So it's really pretty. All right, I'm gonna pull the anchor. Yeah. I got us going, and now you get us going.
Oh, is that it? Right there?
That's where we're heading right there.
Cool.
Dropped our anchor in this amazing spot, another amazing spot. I am particularly excited to be here because the other day I was just scrolling on Instagram looking at reels, and I saw this really short clip. It was maybe only 5 seconds or so, and it was epic. It was this guy just standing at the edge of a cliff, and it was really grand, all these columns, and the landscape was just beautiful. And I was wondering to myself, where is that? That looks really, really cool. And then literally the next day when I was trying to scope out on the maps where to go next in the Isles here, I came across Fingal Cave, and when I looked at the pictures online, I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I saw online. The exact same cliff that the guy was standing on, and I was just thinking, that's right around the corner from where we are. So it's pretty amazing to be able to get ourselves to a place that I was literally just thinking, oh, I wonder where that is. And we're freaking here. A lot more thought behind trying to figure out where we land the dinghy now that we're not in sandy bottoms. We've got tour boats coming in here. We've got a rocky shore. We've got tides to deal with. So throwing a stern anchor back there, and hopefully we're out of the way and the dinghy doesn't rub up on the rocks as the tide goes down. We just had like a bajillion people come off of one of the ferry boats. So we had to move our dinghy, and it's gonna be quite busy up there. People are getting shuttled in by rib boats or ferry boats, and the tide's quite high right now, so there isn't very much space in that little entrance, and our dinghy was getting sandwiched, so we took the dinghy off, tried docking it around on the other side, but like the other dinghy that was there, it was just getting turned to the wrong side anyway, so Travis went down the side of the island a little bit because we saw a little nook that we might be able to beach it. Essentially beaching it on some pretty big boulders, but just made my way up, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get viewpoint of where he's at and how he's doing. Oh, actually I think I see him on the mountain of rocks here.
Yeah, you could give us an hour, maybe two.
Yeah.
I feel good about that though.
That's good.
That thing was crushing our dinghy.
I think that's the point that I want to go to, back there.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's go. Hey, I'm tired carrying your backpack. Your backpack's heavy. Show that there. How many pounds is this thing?
Y'all have your own vlog?
Yeah.
How heavy is this thing? Like 50 pounds?
No, it's not 50.
30. Well, it's heavy up a hill. Man, are there a lot of tour boats. They're just shuttling back and forth. Got more coming in over there. Pretty sure they just have like an hourly pick up and drop off, and they're just constantly going back and forth, picking up people, dropping others off. I think we're gonna head into the caves first and check that out. So that means we gotta head back down the stairs that just came up. And it looks steep from up here. You can't even see it. And these railings aren't the best. They're like cable, so they're wibbly wobbly. We're just going around the side here. There's so many people, I lost you. It kind of looks like it's a little treacherous to walk around the side here, but it's really not, because the rocks are all kind of in steps, and they are like little mini steps, and they're all flat, so it's not bad for getting around. As you round the corner, you get smacked in the face with these really cool columns. Look at that. How freaking cool!
This is unreal.
This is so pretty. It's a little dark in here.
That's a cliff jump.
We're right above the caves.
Yeah, we're walking. This is the cave.
So this is the top. This is the spot that I saw online that looked absolutely epic, and it is even more amazing in person, of course.
Staffa Island is 33 hectares or 1/8 of a square mile, and its highest elevation is 42 meters or 138 feet above sea level. It was discovered back in 1772, and there was only a single family that lived on the island, living on barley, oats, potatoes, and whatever their grazing animals could provide. By the end of the 18th century, they deserted it due to the severity of winter storms. Uninhabited since the 1800s, and today, it's a national nature reserve owned by the National Trust for Scotland.
This place is pretty spectacular. We're sitting up at the top here. It's nice and sunny again now, and it's a great temperature. This grass is the softest, coziest grass. It's really long and fluffy, and we've got this amazing view of the clear water with the rocks below, the cliff faces with the really unique looking columns, and it's perfect. I kind of wish we brought a blanket to lay down and Could have had a picnic up here. But yeah, this is awesome.
Bengals Cave is formed from hexagonally shaped basalt columns. They're natural pillars made of hardened lava that result from the contraction of volcanic rock as it cools. Basically, when the upper and lower surfaces of solidified lava cool, separation of the rocks, or fractures, occur, and they start to form a blocky tetragonal pattern, and then transition to this hexagonal pattern we see here.
The dinghy looks all right from the drone.
Yeah, and we might, looks like maybe another hour if we're lucky. I can't tell the depth, but kind of looks that way.
Yeah, the tide's going out right now, right?
Yeah, and we don't want to be dragging the dinghy over those boulders.
No. That's the challenge though with where we are now, is really just getting to shore and making sure that our dinghy doesn't get all bunged up when the tide comes up or goes down.
It's so crazy how many little things make a huge difference.
Everywhere we go, there's an adjustment of some sort to our environment. So every day is really learning here.
Yeah, well, we just got so used to no tides, Sunday beaches, pull a dinghy up anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. It's
changes all around though. Changes in this really cool scenery that we get now. So yeah,
this is unreal. And today's just warm too. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it was actually
Double
calling. It said 90% rain, 5 to 10 millimeters rain all day with an hour of sun. So we were kind of like, darn, it's a calm day and we're right here, but it's going to be really cloudy and rainy. Nope, weather surprised us pleasantly, and this is absolutely perfect. So couldn't be any better than this right now.
We just got to figure out where we're going to anchor tonight.
Yeah, there's so many places to go and see. Every day we're like, should we go here? Should we go there? Haven't been disappointed with anywhere that we've been so far in the Isles.
That totally looks like a flat boob.
What? What?
The big island over there. Flat boob.
Okay.
Oh, I could definitely hang out here all day.
How unique that is. Never seen anything like that. So before we leave, we thought it might be a good time to try to get a photo inside the cave. It was the most busiest area, and we just saw 3 boats come and pick up 3 large groups of tourists. So I think now it's going to be as good of a time as any to try to get a shot in there, because it was just really narrow, windy, and it was packed with people. It worked. We had the cave all to ourselves. The sun is now leaving us, and I think we're gonna call it a day. It's time to head back to the boat. This place has been absolutely breathtaking. Such a worthwhile stop. If you're ever in the area, take the tour boat over and check this place out for yourselves, because pictures don't do it justice. As always with most places, you gotta be here and take it all in. It was amazing. Now that the tide's gone down a bit, you can see below. Super pretty. It's a little windy, so I don't know how far in we're gonna get, but it's still cool to take the dinghy in here.
Epic. Epic, epic, epic.
So if you get a really calm day, you can even swim in the caves.
Oh, we could swim in there, but
Yeah, not today. It's cold. Back it up. Back it up. This is the sunset that keeps giving. Epic. Epic end to an epic day. Wow, look at the colors.
It just keeps giving.